Radhe Radhe Govinda Govinda Radhe 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 Govinda Govinda Radhe. So I want to thank all of you for coming and giving us the opportunity to do some service. We are very blessed to be here in Vrindavan right now, so close to our Srila Gurudev, Sripad Bhaktivedanta Sadhu Maharaj, and that today we can talk and listen and share about the most amazing personality, Nityananda Prabhu, who is the associate of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself. And if you allow, we would read from Sri Nityananda Caritamrita, one song. It's Antarinitai and Bahirenitai. And we will try to, and everybody please who feels inspiration, we would request you to just stop us and say something that comes to your heart. Because Nityananda, he is the Samasti Guru. He is the original Guru in the heart of each and every one. And if he will inspire us, then we will be successful to talk about him. Jai Gauranga Sundara.
Yes. So we choose this topic of Nityananda because next week is Nityananda Trayodashi on the 22nd, and many devotees will celebrate this festival. And we were thinking it is nice to slowly come into this flow already and get prepared. See, Tarun is also here to help. So, yes, we will read about Nitai, and everybody can share also the meaning of Nitai. For me, it's very important because I know there are many so much more advanced devotees here, very special Vaishnavas, and they know about Nityananda and the meaning of Nityananda. But for me, I didn't know so much what is the meaning of Nityananda because I come from no background. And I know that also many of us come to Gurudev without any previous experience of Krishna consciousness and and so for me it was very helpful to hear from Kanai about very simple explanation about Nitai. And I felt like after what he shared to me, it really helped me very much in my everyday life, not when I try to read or meditate or when I'm in Vrindavan, but in my everyday life in Europe, in Austria, where we live. There are some very simple things that Kanai will hopefully also share with you now that help me so much to easily come into this consciousness that everything is Nitai. So, we can, what I'm trying to say is that I feel like when we come to Vrindavan, then we have to do so less effort to come into this nice flow of Radha Mohan. Everybody is saying Radhe Radhe. Their Gurudev is here. Immediately he will give some seva. that we can come to this seva mood and practice and feel so much in flow. But in the Western world, in our everyday life, there is so much more effort that we have to put in to be in this consciousness. And after I get to know a little more about Nitai, I understood that in the Western world, for me, knowing about Nitai and trying to be in this consciousness is easier than to try to go for the highest goal of Radharani. Because Nitai, Gauranga are the door for us in this material life to enter. And maybe you can share what you shared to me.
Maybe I want to ask to Taon Govinda if he, because we already mentioned that Nityananda is the Samasti Guru, he is the original Adi Guru, and if he can say some words about the meaning of this Samasti Guru.
Radhe Radhe. So
Radhe,
what Dhanavats to everyone? What shall I say, or what is the point?
So Nityananda, he is the original Guru, right? Like
some say like that, and some say like that. So this is yeah. In our parivar we can very nicely say it like that, but not everyone is agreeing. So it's a little bit a difficult subject matter, because in our line, Nityananda, we are Nityananda Vangsha. In our parivar, Nityananda is Adi Guru, that's right. So he is the first and foremost in our line, together with Ma Chanava. That is 100% correct. But I know also that Advaita Vangsa and Gadadhara Vangsa, they see it a little differently according to their perception of Tattva and Rasa. So I would not exclusively claim now that Nityananda is the aggregate of all gurus. For us, it is the fountainhead of our parivar. I would go like that. I would say that he is for us the fountainhead of our parampara, and yours from Srila Sadhu Maharaj goes down to Sadhu Maharaj. My Nityananda parivar goes down to Ananda Das Babaji. But coming down, it is from Ma Chanava. So Nityananda, Nitai gave this big task to Madhava Chanavi, to Madachi Chanava, and she took upon her the process of giving Diksha to many disciples. So that is the point. But proving from Shastra that Nityananda is Adi Guru, yeah, you can say Balaram is Adi Guru. Okay, he is the first expansion, but this is very philosophical, and like I said, not everyone is agreeing with that Nityananda is for everyone Adi Guru. So I would be very careful, because I talk with many of other paramparas. I talk with them on this point, and it's not 100% proven that he is really for all paramparas Adi Guru. So for us, he is. And for Advaita Acharya Parivar, Advaita is. For Gadadhara line, Gadadhara is. So you understand what I mean?
Okay.
Yes. So
for us, Nityananda is our exclusive shelter. You can say he is definitely a representative of our Guru. That's 100%. We can say like that Nityananda is for us Guru Tattva. He is expansion. Gurudev is an expansion. You can say a mercy expansion from Nityananda, because without Nityananda, we can achieve practically nothing. You know, like Mahaprabhu. Nityananda Prabhu is much more merciful than Mahaprabhu. When Jagai and Madai were threatening Lord Chaitanya, Chaitanya wanted to kill them with the Sudarshan Chakra, and he wanted to finish them up because they have been so much sinful. but Nityananda, he prevented him. And so his mercy is much more there. So his mercy is much more deeper than the mercy of Mahaprabhu. But for us in Manjari Bhav, Nityananda Prabhu has even a much deeper meaning. Oh, now they are gone from Vrindavan. Radhe Radhe, can I?
Radhe.
You are still there? Okay. So in Manjari Bhav, Nityananda Prabhu has even a deeper meaning because he is also this very beautiful aspect of Ananga Manjari. So it is said that actually it is very mysterious because, like it said, Nityananda and Ma Chanava together are Ananga Manjari. So our mind cannot comprehend this. Our mind cannot understand how this is happening. But for the eternal parivas, for the eternal associates, this is nothing big to achieve. So it is said that in the spiritual world, in Radha Krishna Lila, one can have many forms. So Lord Nityananda and Chanavama are both aspects of Ananga Manjari. And in this case, Nityananda Prabhu has even a deeper meaning. So for Manjari Bhav Sadhana, Nityananda is very important because he is an aspect of Ananga Manjari. And without Ananga Manjari, which is not a Manjari who is a Sakhi, very close to Swamini, she is only Manjari in name. So without her blessings, we will never be presented to Swamini. For Rupa Manjari and Ananga Manjari, they are very much together, handling that aspect of presenting a so-called new Manjari when we enter the Divine Leela. So in this case, Nityananda Prabhu is even more special. And Guru Tattva is the key, of course, without Guru and Guru Manjari. So there's a very deep connection between Lord Nityananda, Ananga Manjari, Gurudev, Guru Manjari. So these things are very, very deeply connected. And you can say that Gurudev is a representative of Nityananda Prabhu because the strength in bhajan, all strength, like Kishori wonderfully said, all strength in daily life, all strength in bhajan comes from Nityananda. Everything you said is an expansion of Lord Nityananda. This is the version of an Uttama Adhikari who sees that even the mridanga, the harmonium, the karatalas, every aspect we use in our daily spiritual life, we should consider as an expansion from Lord Nityananda. He facilitates bhakti. He facilitates the method of bhakti. So without his mercy, Henu Venu, what is this called? Henu Nitai. I'm not good with remember. Yes, no step can be taken. Nothing is possible without the kripa of Sri Nityananda. So this way, Nityananda's appearance day is, of course, especially for us who are in Nityananda Parivar, very, for me, even more deeper than Mahaprabhu's appearance day. Without judging the other, of course, it's personal perception. But the mercy of Nityananda, it runs deeper because, like I said, he can convince Mahaprabhu, who is the ultimate merciful person, to shower even more mercy. So I wrote one time on my blog, I wrote that what it means that Nityananda, nothing can come without the mercy of Nityananda. So that means that the mercy of Mahaprabhu, his gift, Unatotshvala Prema, this Unatotshvala Rasa Swabhakti Shriyam, Mahaprabhu freely gave to the world through the kripa of Lord Nityananda. So he is even more merciful. He went to the most fallen. He kicked in the doors of the most fallen. He went to liquor stores. He went to whatever place, abominable places. He went there and he he gave the mercy. So Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami comes also to my mind when he went to America as a true representative of Lord Nityananda. You can see this aspect, to give the mercy to those who are most fallen. I consider myself in this category. So for me, to see Lord Nityananda on the altar and to celebrate his appearance day, that means that he is the connecting point who gives us strength for these three nishtas we need to have, Nityananda gives us the strength to have Guru Nishta and Ishta Nishta and Swarupa Nishta. So without the strength, I can say frankly, if I'm not connected to my Guru and my Parivar, ergo Nityananda, my bhajan is empty. So Nityananda can give us these three wonderful strengths for these three wonderful aspects. He can give us Guru Nishta, and with Guru Nishta, we can have Ishta Nishta, lotus feet of Swamini, and this Ishta Nishta we can only have if we have Swarup Nishta. We can have this identification of our spiritual form, which our Gurudev revealed to us. And Nityananda Prabhu, he has a very fundamental role in this process because he is, like I said before, connected, and he is Ananga Manjari in the divine realm of Vrindavan. So he knows what's going on there, and he perfectly knows everything about Manjari Bhav. And so our prayers as Manjari Bhav sadhakas are directed to the lotus feet of Nitai. This is very wonderful because he also can bestow towards us this power to attain these three most important nishtas. Sorry if I spoke too much.
All I know, I have from Gurudev, so maybe it's not so. Maybe I mix up something.
No, you don't mix up. It is, like I said, Kanai, it is according to the parivar, So when we are together, when we are here together, we can very easily say like that, we can very easily say like that. But when we are speaking openly, I had this experience that it will not fall on fruitive ears because other parivars, they see it a little differently. But this is not a controversy, because tattva is always according to your lineage, according to what is your lineage. So
yeah, but I want to say something to one point that you mentioned, which I feel is very beautiful, because in the last 3-4 days in the morning class, Gurudev is sharing so much about the meaning of what is the mercy of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and what is the meaning of Unnat Ujjvala Rasa. And now you say that, and now you say that Nityananda is the one who gives us this. Maybe you want to, maybe we can go a little bit deeper into the meaning of why this is so special. What is
I get my smartphone because I want to see what I wrote on my blog. My head is not, I wrote it in the blog, and okay. I will come in 1 minute.
So good. Then.
So Gurudev is saying that what is this heart's desire of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? And he says the innermost heart's desire of Srimad Mahaprabhu is this Unnata Ujjvala Rasa, to taste and to give it.
And the meaning of Unnata Ujjvala Rasa? Gurudev explained.
Yeah.
I will just share what now was the thing that Gurudev was saying, every day, again and again. And then you can maybe go deeper in this because you have more realization. I can only repeat Gurudev words. So he's saying that Ujvala Rasa is Saki Bhav, being a friend of Radhika. And what Mahaprabhu gave when he came in the form of a servant was Unnat Ujvala Rasa, which is the mood of a maidservant of Radharani. And why this is so special?
It's never it came before. This is the very private thing of Radha.
So that this verse goes like Heno Nitai Binebai Radha Krishna Poi Denai. So Kishore, don't say that I have more realization than you. You sit in Vrindavan, I sit here in southern Germany. So you can see who has more kripa. So this unless one takes shelter under the shade of the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda, it will be impossible to attain Radha and Krishna. So I wrote at that time, why is it impossible? Nityananda Prabhu is giving us Gora, Prema. So for us, Gauranga is Radhika. According also to our beloved Gurudev, and my Gurudev says this also, Gauranga is in the bath of Swamini. For us, Gauranga is Radhika. So giving away Gora Prema means distributing love for Srimati Radhika, meaning giving away Prema in Manjari Bhav, serving the divine couple as a beloved maid servant. Because this Gora Prem, it culminates in the following verse, Anarpita charim chirat, karunaya vartina kalau, samar payitum unnatotshvala rasam sva bhakti shriyam. Hari Purata Sundari Tudi Kadamba Sandipita Sadaridaya Kandare Spuratu Va Satchinandanaha. May the Supreme Lord, who is known as the son of Srimati Sachi, be transcendentally situated in the innermost chambers of our heart, resplendent with the radiance of molten gold, ergo Swamini's path. He has appeared in the age of Kali by his causeless mercy to bestow, and now, Kishore, now this comes, to bestow what no incarnation has ever offered before, the most sublime and radiant mellow, Unnatotshvala, this is this sublime and radiant mellow of devotional service, the mellow of conjugal love. So now one might say, stop. Conjugal love has always been there, you know. Saki Bhav has always been there. Chanditas, Vidyapati, all these great poets from Bengal in this time before Mahaprabhu, they all preached and glorified Saki Bhav. But now what changed? What is this Unnatotshvala Rasa, Svabhakti Shriyam? And it's in this two little words, Sva Bhakti Shriyam. Shri here means the lotus feet of Swamini. So Svabhakti Shriyam means the bhakti towards the lotus feet of Srimati Radhika. And this was never given before because, like Gurudev always said, the momentum changed. Krishna was always the shelter. Krishna was always the goal of the love, because Saki Bhav means to love Krishna with everything you have, even with your own body. So Krishna has been for all time the center of that bhav. But now it changed. Now it changed so much that actually it is Radhika who is the shelter of the bhav, who is the shelter of the Manjari's dedication to facilitate her meeting with Krishna. So this is a big difference. And like we always say, there are different kind of groups of girlfriends of Swamini. And one category is this category, which is Radhik Sneha. which have much more love for Swamini than for Krishna. These Sakis are called Manjaris. There are those who have equal love, Sam Sneha, those who have more love for Krishna, Visham Sneha, and we are Radhik Sneha. We have more love for Swamini. And this kind of love has never been given before. So now what is the point of Lord Nityananda? So if we can't attain the mercy of Sriman Mahaprabhu without the mercy of Sriman Nityananda Prabhu, what does that mean? So without the mercy of Sri Nityananda Prabhu, we can't attain the mercy and the love for Sriman Mahaprabhu. And without the mercy of Sriman Mahaprabhu, we can't attain the gift he came to give. So like you said in the beginning, Kishori and Kanai, Lord Nityananda functions as a doorkeeper, as a gatekeeper, and in our parivar as the Guru personified. So he is actually the gatekeeper to the mercy of Mahaprabhu. And the mercy of Mahaprabhu means Unnatujvala Rasam Svabhakti Shriya. So he is that person. Ultimately, for our eyes, it is the lotus feet of Gurudev, who we can see as personification of Lord Nityananda, us, Nityananda Parivar, Sadhakas. So that is actually how the mercy travels down from the lotus feet of Mahaprabhu through the filter, you can say, of Lord Nityananda, because he is the most merciful. And by taking shelter of the lotus feet of Lord Nityananda, we can definitely attain the most merciful gift of Mahaprabhu. And you see, this is the most wonderful aspect of bhakti. It is never without anugatya. It is never without shelter. So yes, you can have the direct kripa of Mahaprabhu, but actually bhakti works a little differently. Mahaprabhu wants that we take shelter of Lord Nityananda. So this is how the process works. And if you cook it down and you cook it and you cook it, and then you see that actually it means taking shelter of the lotus feet of Gurudev. Because in this world, in our daily life, that is actually taking shelter of Lord Nityananda means acting according to the instructions of Gurudev. Right. That is what it really means. So I can give you 2-3 wonderful verses which makes that clear. Chaitanya Bhagavat, very beautiful verse. Ye bhakti gopika ganer kape bhagavate Nityananda hoite chaha poila chakate. The love for Krishna in the mood of the gopis, which is described in the Bhagavat, is attained in the world through Nityananda. Then again, Chaitanya Bhagavat, Mahaprabhu tells Raghav Pandit, I tell you confidentially that Lord Nityananda is completely non-different from me. And then Chaitanya Bhagavat, I offer pranam unto Sri Nityananda Prabhu, who bestows the bliss of divine love, who eliminates the contamination of the age of Kali, and who is the master of Chanava Devi. Lord Chaitanya's first and foremost devotee is Nityananda. The glories of Lord Chaitanya are always on his tongue. Whoever worship him is a real devotee of Sri Chaitanya. Nityananda is the gateway through which all service to Lord Chaitanya must pass. And then Chaitanya Caritamrita, Nityananda, the wandering mendicant, is the foremost of all the servants of Lord Chaitanya. He is like the gateway, again, gateway, so many times, through which all service must pass. He became mad in the ecstasy of service to Lord Chaitanya. So in this blog, I posted so many. I can send it in Radha Dasyam, because there are so many verses to meditate on Lord Nityananda. And then we can see what actually this word gateway means. It means that he represents for us Guru Tattva. And in this case, I know the Sadhu Maharaj, he agrees with that also. This is our point of view. For us, he represents the summum bonum of Guru Tattva and Guru Kripa.
So thank you so much for this, bringing us into the topic. There are so many things you said that we could take one word and speak 3 hours about only one word. But I feel like this has been a very nice introduction to this one, or like preparing. At least I have the feeling that I am prepared for reading this song from Nityananda Caritamrita, the Antare Nitai, Bahire Nitai. So
yeah, we can do it.
Maybe we read a few lines and read the translation, and again Tarun and others all can. Gauranga Sundar, he's still here. Chakshu, everyone can become the extension of Gurudev and Lord Nityananda and share something. So this special song.
It's written by Vrindavan Das Thakur himself. And Vrindavan Das Thakur was associate of Sri Nityananda, most closest. So it's a very special song about Nitai, very personal, and the most deep song about Nitai that I know. I don't know any song who describes all of its aspects as you can find it here.
And
Gurudev did give very, very special and beautiful insights into these songs, into this song. And we try to
bring it out again. And only one thing more I want to say again. If you can see, this is the book. And again, this song, like in many other books that Gurudev researched, this is in the introduction of. So never skip the introduction. Antare Nitai, Bahire Nitai, Nitai Jagatamaya. Nitai is within and without. He is everywhere within this world.
So Nitai is within and without, means inside of me and inside of everyone I meet in my life. Nitai is sitting. He is there trying to help me, trying to improve me, trying to share and to serve the Lord Gauranga, because this is his innermost heart's desire, to please Gauranga. So if we see Nitai in everything, he can help us to serve Gauranga in every situation. So he is within and without. And Gurudev nicely then also explains he's also written then he's in all in all directions. You can just find Nitai. There is no place that he is not, because he in Nitai, two very special personalities come together, as Tarun Govinda Baba already mentioned. Balaram, the brother of Krishna, is inside of Nitai, and also Ananga Manjari, the sister of Radharani, is there. So there, Ananga Manjari, she is also Antaranga Shakti, means the internal potency, and Balaram has the Bairanga Shakti. So everything which is spiritual, but also everything that is material, comes from him. Antaranga and Bairanga is united in Nityananda. So he is in all directions. But if we don't see him, if we are not conscious with Nitai, we cannot see him and he cannot help us. But if we focus on Nitai and His mercy and try to be aware that He will help us in any circumstances from any direction, then He can also not help us. So we have to understand that Nitai is everywhere, in all directions,
within and without.
inside and outside.
This was also one of the things that when Kanai shared to me about Nitai helped me very much, because when he is everywhere, also in every material thing that is here, like this microphone that is serving, that we can use to speak to each other and inspire each other to come into this consciousness. This is Nitai that is giving us the mercy to even talk. He is also the voice, the frequency of the sound, also the chair that we sit on. Everything is Nitai. And like this, I feel it's very nice to come into this consciousness. Like Gurudev gave Kanai this tip that every day when you wake up, before you stand on the ground, which is also Nitai, take the food dust of Nitai. So now each morning when Kanai wake up, first thing he say is Jai Nitai. And then he take the food dust from the floor, put on his head, and then he step on the Nitai that is serving and helping us to serve to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, to Radha's Mohan. And like this, if we can be in this consciousness, it is really nice in the daily life to see, like when I go even to the kitchen to take a glass of water, I open the door, I say in my mind, not that I say always, but if I can come into this consciousness slowly but steadily, everything can become a beautiful meditation about Lord Nityananda. Like even the glass is there, the water is there. So he sustains also my body that I can use it in service and I can develop. So this is only from my side. I want to share this very small practical thing in my daily life, because I don't understand any philosophy, and these small things can help me so much to come into these feelings which are beneficial for my spiritual development. So he is everywhere within this world. Nagarani tai, nagari tai, Gataye Gaya. He is the lover and he is the sweetheart. Everyone says this.
This is a very nice line. I remember when Gurudev was speaking, he said that Nagai
City.
is city, and the house
And the people that live there.
and the people who live in the city, they are all Nitai. And if we are aware of it, it's very helpful for our practice.
Sadhana nitai, bhajana nitai, nitai nayanatara. Nitai is my regulative principles, my objects of worship, and the light of my eyes.
Beautiful explanation. We have no power to do any sadhana or any spiritual progress without Nityananda. Nityananda is our regulative principles. If he will not give mercy, we are nowhere. We cannot move 1 centimeter to the direction of bhakti. If Gurudev is not giving mercy, if Nitai will not give mercy, we not can progress in this way of bhakti, because it's given, it's a gift. Bhakti is, we cannot do the effort to get it. We just can pray for the mercy and hope that we will get it. Because bhakti is also independent. It's not, I'm ready now, I want to have bhakti now. Yes, and I practice now 64 rounds, and then some sadhu, they say that this is the way you get bhakti. No, it's not like this. It's by the sweet will of bhakti, Devi herself, you can get the bhakti. Not because I want now. So Nitai, he can help us, he will support us, and we can just pray that he will be merciful to us. Mother.
The nice thing about this line is that he's my object of worship. Means I worship Lord Nityananda, but he's also my regulative principles. So he's also everything I do to worship him. Like even the japa, or if I do puja, like all the things I use is also him. So it's really nothing within this world that he's not there. There's no way out, actually, of his mercy or his presence. Only if we forget, we are out.
Right.
But if we get his mercy to remember him, like now with all of you here, then there is nothing without him. And sometimes I feel even this forgetting or coming out or losing this is Nitai. Like through this, he's also teaching and giving more greed to get it back, to cry for this. Anything anybody else like to share about this song, text,
Line?
Any feelings?
May I say something?
Please.
Wow,
Jai
please.
Radhe.
Jai Radhe.
Jai Shri Ram, Jai Gurudev, Hare Krishna, everyone.
Jai Hanuman.
This, as I understand, Gurudev is an expansion of this mercy coming from Nityananda. Is that correct?
I think so.
So for me, not only Gurudev, but every single one of you is also an expansion of this mercy that Nityananda, this Guru Kripa is flowing all out of your pores. And yeah, I think without you said it very good, Kishori, before. It says, yes, all of here, and then all of you. And that's what triggered in my head. Yes, I think this is a main part is this sadhu sangha, the family that we have, of course, all sharing the same goal, serving Gurudev, and through this, him being our navigator, and slowly, I have the feeling that I'm inching closer and closer to Mere Ram, my Ishtadev. But because of you, not because of me or anything that I did or any qualification that I have. So that is my thought.
Yes, so nice. Also for me, this is very inspiring to see everything like this. Like Gurudev is the expansion of Nitai, and everyone and everything in my life is the expansion of my Gurudev. Because everything and everyone that I see in my life, every situation that I come to is teaching me something.
Where would we be without the devotees that we've met throughout our life, in the beginning, in the middle, and now? Has Mungaraj Mandir lost the connection? Tarun Baba? Think so? Yeah. Baba, please say something also. Continue.
You could see that when Kishori and this wonderful, beautiful example of Kanai, that when he wakes up, he touches the floor. And this is actually, you don't have to study of course, it's very helpful if we study the Srimad Bhagavatam, but actually what Kanai said is the conclusion of this whole philosophy, that how all these expansions go, like Apoda Kashai Vishnu, Kshiroda Kashai Vishnu, Karadana Kashai Vishnu, all these expansions and how the material world is formed. Principally, first of all, Krishna expands himself into Shankarshan, and then the whole material world is created. Garpada Kashai, he goes into the universe and blah, blah, blah. So all this culminates in the understanding that everything around us is an expansion of Krishna. And we know now we can identify it as Nityananda because there's no difference between Balaram and Nityananda. So this is actually much more helpful to do this every morning. Than to constantly remember all these philosophical points. But what is the use of knowing all these philosophical points when you don't do that? What Kanai is doing every morning. So his advice is much more practical to understand the floor we are walking on is holy and is sacred. So this is very, very more powerful than all these claims, and like I said before, I talk with many of many parivars, of many traditions, and it is a beautiful concept to say that the one head of your parivar is your original Gurudev. So in our line, it's perfectly fine to say our original guru is Nityananda. It's absolutely perfect to say, but it's also absolutely perfect to say that those who are in the Advaita lineage, for them, Advaita Acharya is the original guru, and for those in Gadadhar's line, Gadadhar Pandit is the original guru, and so on and so forth. But mostly what we can say that we are, when we talk about our understanding of Nityananda, is that he is the one who will lead us into the Nikunjas of Vrindavan. When you see Nikunja Yuno, Radhike Lisitya, Yaya Lipya Yuktir, Apekshaniya. So this verse of the Samsara Dava Nanalita Loka, beautiful prayers to Gurudev. So this Nitai, he can bring us into this Nikunja Lila, Radhike Lisitya. He can bring us there. And how is he doing that? He is sending us. It's said in the Shastra that when the cloud bank of mercy becomes thick and thick and thick and thick, it personifies here in this world as Guru. So when this Guru appears in front of your eyes, you can rest assured, in our case, that is the personification of Lord Nityananda, who will bring us to the lotus feet of Swamini. So this is actually, you cannot, when you talk about Nityananda, you cannot go around talking about Guru Tattva. It's not possible, because in our lineage, Nityananda is the fountainhead. And so for us, it is very beautiful to always remember him as that he is the gateway. And for us in our daily life, Gurudev is the gateway. So Vrindavan is back, Tarun goes.
Nitai, we were so happy to see that Nitai give us mercy by giving us connection and taking connection from us. So this reminded us of what Gurudev also say many times, that, like, for example, just a few days ago, he said to someone, if you have everything in your life is Nitai's mercy. If you have a good wife, it's very good. And if you don't have so good wife, it's also very good. Or anything, like if you want a new job and you get it, it's very good. If you don't get it, it's also very good. So every situation, everything is mercy. There is no right and wrong, or I want this and this is the right thing. Like everything Nitai, our Gurudev, is giving to us in our life is the greatest mercy and treasure. So this losing the connection here inspired us so much to see that even this is the mercy of Nitai.
So here the line ends with Nitai is the light of my eyes. So without Nitai anyway we cannot see also. He is the light of my eyes. Without him I cannot see. I cannot move. We are very incapable to do anything. He is giving us chance. Although we are not conscious with him, he will help us until we are ready to see him, and he will not take any offense in it. Like as soon as we are ready for him, he will be there. Like our Gurudev is showing so beautifully. If we want to progress in our spiritual life, he will be there. His doors are always open 24/7. But if we don't want to, then it's also fine for him. He will not be angry or upset. He will wait for the moment when we are ready, and then he will just do the right thing for us, to help us to come closer to Radha Mohan for our goal. I continue to read?
yes, you're
Dasati Kamaya Nitai Sundara Nitai Bhuvana Para. Nitai is in all 10 directions. In fact, he fills all the 3 worlds, as we already have mentioned. Nitai is in all 10 directions, means all around, up and down, and also in and out. So there is no place without Nitai. And the speciality about Nitai is because he is not only the external, like the Vairanga Shakti, he is also Antaranga Shakti. He is not only in this material world, everything, also in the spiritual world, because he is Antaranga Shakti also. He is all the paraphernalias, everything, the Shringasam of Radha and Mohan in Vrindavan, all the jewels, their jewelry, their clothes, everything comes from Ananga Manjari. She it's her service to give all these things for the service of Radha Mohan, for their pleasure. So this Shakti of Ananga Manjari, who is none other than the younger sister of Srimati Radharani, this Shakti is in Nityananda. Not only the Shakti, full is the same. Ananga Manjari is there in Nityananda. So everything here and everything there is in Nitya. You can see Nitya there. In the spiritual world, everything is Nitya, and in the material world also everything is Nitya. In all 3 worlds, nothing else. Only Radha, Krishna, and Nitya is serving to them. Everything here is for the pleasure of Radha and Krishna. Because Nitya is everywhere. And the only duty of Nitya is to please Radha and Krishna. But if we forget this, that Nitya is everywhere, then we are disconnecting, we are misusing the things for our pleasure. It's not for our pleasure. It's all for Radha Krishna. If we can see Nitya in everything, we can understand that this chair, it doesn't belong to me, it's not my chair. This book is not my book. I can take care of this book, but it's not belong to me. I can take care of something, but it's not mine. I'm not a proprietor,
the
owner of anything here. All belongs to Radha and Krishna, and it's for their service and for their pleasure. if I take it to sense gratification for myself, then I disconnect from this happening to everyone, each and everyone is for sure. But this is a very beautiful practice to come closer to bhakti and to be aware of the spiritual realm in this material world. Please correct me if I'm wrong, anybody.
Only you inspire me to say something that also Gurudev is saying. You said Antaranga Shakti and Bairanga Shakti, the inner and outer external energy. Gurudev said many times that if we want to develop in our spiritual practice, it is best to choose one topic and concentrate on this. And for him, because he heard this from his Gurudev, our Param Gurudev, Sri Radha Govinda Das Babaji Maharaj. And he was reading from Chaitanya Caritamrita one line about Antaranga Shakti becoming Bairanga Shakti. That means that the internal energy of the Lord becomes the external energy, because the meaning of this is that Radharani expands and becomes everything so that Krishna can enjoy this. So the Supreme Personality of Godhead can enjoy all the different moods, all the leelas, different universes, realms, and everything is there for his pleasure. So it inspired me because you say, if we forget and think that I earn money for my pleasure, I put it in the wrong place, then I am disconnected and I cannot be happy. I can be in Ananda if I'm not in this service. Because it's like the rule. This is like the law of the universe, that the God is the ultimate
Adipusha.
Yes, the enjoyer, and we are the
In short.
Yes, so serving to him that he can enjoy everything that exists. Also our life, what we live in, our material life, is for him to enjoy this. And so to say, and so it's good to remember this, to be in this connection, to feel the real happiness, the real Ananda. Again, now I'm getting too much inspired, I think, but I feel also this word, Ananda. Now, please, Tarun and everybody who knows so much about philosophy, like about the tattva and the meaning of the words, please correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm getting one inspiration now that I want to share, because for me now so many things are coming together. I said that Gurudev said to concentrate on one thing, and then everything will be clear to you if you see from this one point. So he also said, if you want to understand Rupa Manjari, you read the book of Rati Manjari. Also because Rati Manjari listened to Rupa Manjari and take one point of her teaching and go deeper in this, and there is no other topic that she's talking about. So there's this one topic where you can go in and everything will be revealed. And so for Gurudev, this was Antaranga Shakti becomes Vairanga Shakti. Kanai was inspired of this to choose, okay, I will take Nitai to try to understand everything about Radha Mohan, everything, but I concentrate only on Nitai. And for me, I took one line of Vilat Kusumanjali, verse 89, that Gurudev says is the explanation, one of the many explanations of Maha Mantra. And there is said, without rasa, there can be no bhava. And rasa means spiritual taste, but also rasa means Krishna, and bhava means feelings, but also Radharani. So without rasa, there can be no bhava. If Krishna is not there, if God is not there, there can be no love for him. And also the next sentence is, and without bhava, without the development of bhava, there can be no rasa. So if we don't develop feelings, we have no taste.
Yes.
And without bhava and rasa together, Krishna and Radha together, feelings and tastes together, there can be no ananda,
Yes.
which is the ultimate happiness. So us as Manjaris, we want to develop feelings, that we can have taste, that we can bring Radha and Mohan together. So we are happy that our service is successful and they can enjoy. And Ananda is the word of happiness. And the name of who we are talking about today is Nitya Ananda. So what is the meaning of this in the light of that topic?
He is the one who is eternally giving pleasure to Radha and Mohan.
Is eternally in this happiness. Because the only thing he's doing is to serve them.
But you gave the essential point. The connection between rasa and bhav is very fundamental. So, like Gurudev, why is Gurudev always saying that we should know what we want? So, like you said, without rasa, there can be no bhav. This is the first step. So, if we don't know which way to go, we don't know where we will go. So, we have to have a complete and perfect understanding. What is the rasa I want to follow? Seva, sadhaka rupam, bhakti rasamrita sindhu. You should know which example of the role models you want to follow. So that means the rasa. Rasa has many, many meanings, like you said, Kishori. Many, many meanings. Water, taste, exchange, blah, blah, blah. But first of all, it means relationship. So we always, like Gurudev is hammering it in our heads, we have to be clear. What do we want? Oh, today I want to play with the cowherd boys. Oh, tomorrow I want to be the mother and the father. And the next day, again, I want to enjoy with Krishna. And maybe on Friday, I will be together with Swamini. So then we have a whole potpourri of rasa, and this will never work out. So you have to have a firm understanding. What is the rasa I want to develop? And now comes what you said. Without rasa, there can be no bhav. So as soon as you understand, okay, I make now a clear example. I want to be a manjari. Without fixing that thought, you can never attain any bhav. So we have to check whom I want to follow. And we are Rupa Nukas. We follow Rupa Manjari and Rupa Raghunath in Sadakdeha. So we are Rupa Nukas, so we follow them. So that means our path is depending on the ras as Manjaris. So what is the ras? It's Bhavolata Rati, sorry. Bhavolata Rati, meaning we love Swamini more than we love Krishna. This is our rasa. Bingo. Finish. End of story. That is the summum bonum of all studying, of all scriptures. This is the mercy of Sriman Mahaprabhu. He is saying, Tarun Baba, Kishori, Kanai, and everyone who is sitting here, I have something for you. It's called Bhavala Sarati, which is the same as Unatuchvala Rasam, Svabhakti Shriyam. You want it? Follow your Gurudev. So this is what we have to fix. And when we fix this, then Bhav will develop. But without a house, you cannot build a house without any fundament. So Baba is saying, without the fundament, you cannot build the house. So the fundament is the understanding, the tattva, which rasa do I want? That is the most important thing.
But Tarun, when we say that we are Gaudiya Vaishnavas, then this decision has been already taken, right?
When I came into contact with Gaudiya Vaishnavism, I did not know that the supreme goal is Manjari Bhav. So you are correct. You are definitely correct. But you have to meet the person who will tell you that secret. Many people who claim to be Gaudiya Vaishnavas, and which is perfectly fine, they want to play with Krishna as cowherd boys. So that is also Gaudiya Vaishnavism. But
also follower of Mahaprabhu.
Yes.
Yeah. But essentially what he came to give, he said himself. He said himself essentially what he wants to come to give. And this is Rupa, there's this one verse. Rupa it's in the heart of Rupa Goswami. Everything yes, Chit Chaitanya Manopistam, Stabitam Yena Buddha Sayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadadiswapatandikam. So Mahaprabhu put everything he wanted to say in the heart of Sri Rupa Goswami. And Rupa Goswami wrote this verse. And so you can say Gaudiya Vaishnavism is a very big tree. But actually, what is the essence of Gaudiya Vaishnavism is Rupanuga Bhakti. Raganuga Bhakti, of course, but especially Rupanuga.
Because Raganuga was there already.
Yes. Yes, definitely. Yes, it was also before. It was there before as Sakipa. When you read the poets, when you read Chandidas, when you read Vidyapati, they have very beautiful poems where the love is fixed on Krishna as a Saki. But when Mahaprabhu came, there's this very beautiful book. When you are in Vrindavan, you should try to find it, Acting as a Way of Salvation. It's called, it's by this wonderful devotee from Gopinath, one of the 6 Goswamis. Let me check. Not Raghunath Das Goswami, Gopal Bhatta, the one who is Radharaman Mandir. Yes, the Goswamis from that temple. David Haberman. He is called David Haberman, and he wrote this book, Acting as a Way of Salvation, which is a beautiful line, because we are acting as a manjari until we are perfecting it. So he said that this change, this moment, this phenomenal, this incredible change from Saki Bhav to Manjari Bhav came more or less mainly by our beautiful Acharya Narottam Das Thakur. At that period of time, Rupa Goswami and all the 6 Goswami, Jiva Goswami, they never really mentioned Manjari Bhav by name. So they never had this mentioning because it's, that everyone has its place. And so Narottam Das Thakur, he plays actually the most special role in Gaudiya Vaishnavism, because the story when he wanted to take birth, Mahaprabhu put this prema in the river, and then Narottam took this prema upon himself. So what is this prema? This prema was phenomenal. This prema was to give the world what we have now. So you can really say, without the nectar, without the mercy of Narottam Das Thakur, we would not really sit here. 100%, we would not sit here. That is a fact. Because at that moment, the paradigm changed. Because then the central figure of worship of the Gaudiya Vaishnavas became Srimati Radhika. And before it was Krishna. So this fundamental change you can find in the literature of Rupa Goswami. you can find this Bhavula Sarati in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, and of course in Ujjvala Linamani, but not when you would have a word file and you would type search, you would not find the word Manjari Bhav. You would not find it. It's not possible. But you can find it in the works of the following acharyas, like Vishwanath Chakravarti, who also plays a very, very prominent and important role. And of course, like I said, Narottam Das Thakur. And from that moment on, Narottam Das Thakur appeared, and there is one, this beautiful Padati, Jnana Chandra Goswami, who was a disciple of a contemporary of Mahaprabhu. I don't know the name now, who was there with Mahaprabhu, and Mahaprabhu entrusted him to give all these instructions to his disciple Jnana Chandra Goswami. And you can read this beautiful, beautiful Padati even now, and you can find there the term Manjari Bhav. So this, what you say, this, to come back to the point, Nitya Ananda, this Rasa and Bhav, first we have to determine our Manjari, our relationship to the divine couple. We have to cement it. We have to make it fundamental. So without fixing that, we cannot develop the Sthayi Bhav, which is fitting to that fundament. And therefore, Gurudev, he is always saying, fix your Sthayi Bhav, but you can only fix your Sthayi Bhav if you know what will be my rasa, what will be my relationship. And once we fix that, we can develop our Sthayi Bhav. And then this Sthayi Bhav will remain. It will remain. There are also Sanchari Bhavs which will be within that Sthayi Bhav, but the Sthayi Bhav of the Manjaris is Bhavula Sarati, only for the Manjaris. There is this beautiful verse in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu where Rupa Goswami explains this, and Jiva Goswami in his Tika, in his commentary, he puts it very marvelously that only in Madhurya Rasa, when the love is greater for the one who is loving, who is the center, but meaning when the love for Radhika is greater than the love for Krishna, this is called Bhavula Sarati, and it's only possible in Madhurya Ras. And that is actually the hidden, when you want evidence for Manjari Bhav, that is the evidence. Because that means this is only possible in Madhurya Rasa for Radhika. And then it's called Bhavula Sarati. And that is what the Manjari have. And so Nityananda, he is Nitya Ananda. He is giving eternal bliss to those who fix themselves in that Sthayi Bhav. So this is how this is connected. These are both interconnected. Without Rasa, no Bhav. Without Bhav, no Rasa. So, but this is all, this is all very theoretical, but basically it means if you don't know what you want, you will not get it. So you have to know what you want to get. And therefore, like Krishna is saying, Arjuna is saying to Krishna, I want to milk you. I want to that you give me all this knowledge. This is our position. We have to go to Gurudev once we know what we want to attain. It is our job to go to Gurudev and to milk him and to follow his instructions and to be under his guidance, under his anugatya, and then the mercy of Nityananda will flow.
Oh, nice. But I feel that in my case, even this fixing of the goal and the rasa is the mercy of Nityananda in the form of Gurudev, because I have no idea what I want. What is available even, what I can do. So even this is Nitya's mercy through Gurudev appearing in my life to show me, look on this silver plate, this is Bhavula Sarati. Follow this.
Very beautiful words. Thank you, everybody. Because we are coming closer to 6 o'clock already. Maybe we want to close the class with one last line of the song. The next line I will read. Maybe we can still share a little bit on it. So the next line is Radhara Madhuri Ananga Manjari Nitai Nitu Se Seva. And the translation is Nitai as Anangamanjari eternally serves Srimati Radhika. So as we
That
said
is actually
before,
that is the most important line.
that is that is the most important. And I don't know where else you can find this statement that Nitai is Anangamanjari, but here is maybe somewhere, but not so clear like here. And this is like Nityananda Caritamrita introduction. Right? This is the book you get the first in your hands when you want to know something about how you say Gaura Lila. Then you read about Nitai, and this is the first song in this book. On page 6, you can see, and it says it all about Nitai, which nobody can understand. Actually, there are only few personalities existing, or like divine personalities who can understand this in full.
Yes.
We cannot understand this with our conceptions.
If you read the next line, you will see what you are just saying. The next line will.
So then we read the next line also. Koti Shastra Vandana Sundara Saka Saki Baladev. He is none different from Baladev, whose beautiful face resembles millions of moons, and who is surrounded by Sakas and Sakis. So this is the proof that Nityananda, he is Balaram and Anangamanjari. All the Sakis, all the Sakas are expansions. Right, Karun?
Yes.
So
it's not, we cannot comprehend.
Radharani, what she wants to do. Radharani wants to please and give love to Krishna. She doesn't want to do anything else. Nothing else. She cannot leave him. One pointer. But Krishna, he wants to enjoy many things. He wants to enjoy everything. He wants to go out of Braja. But Radhika doesn't go out of Braja. So this Krishna stays always in Vrindavan with Radhika eternally. And how she can serve the other aspects of Krishna out of this Vrindavan, Gurudev is saying that through Anangamanjari, she expands herself into Anangamanjari, so she can please Krishna from all sides, everywhere. Here, there is no place where Anangamanjari doesn't serve to Mohan.
Anangamanjari has also this very special place in the group of the Sakis. You know, she is called Manjari by name, but by nature, Radhika, Ganesh, Deepika, she is actually a Saki. But there is one very, very special element in that play, that she's her own tattva within the group of Sakis, because all the Sakis, Lalita, Vishaka, Tungavidya, Chitra, and all Chambalaka, they all want to please Krishna with their whole existence. To please Krishna with the whole seva, body, everything, so far as that they even want to enjoy with Krishna, which the Manjaris never dream of. So, but Ananga Manjari, she has a very special place. So you can say she's the most selfless of the Sakis, because she's only uniting and she's only with Krishna to please Swamini. This is a very big difference, because she is doing that on the order of Swamini. And now you can see how selfless the love of Swamini is, that she sends her Sakis to Krishna, that he is pleased, but she, Ananga Manjari, she is not doing it to please Krishna as primary reason, but she is doing that rendezvous and the Nikunja Lila with Krishna only to please Swamini. And this is a very, very beautiful rasic point, that she has her own special standing in the group of the Sakis. That is very, very beautiful.
And why? Because she's the sister of Radhika.
Yes.
She's the sister of Radhika. Not some?
Friend.
Same. Sister means same. Non-different. Like, yeah. You can relate to this, no? Your sister is very... Who can be more close or similar to you than your sister? Huh? So she's directly expansion of Radhika, and she is very, 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 very similar, same as Radhika. This is the very speciality of Ananga Manjari, and this is the very speciality of Nityananda Prabhu, and this is our great fortune in this Kali Yuga, that such potencies are around us and that we know about them. And if we remember Nitai and that he is in all directions, we are very protected, and we are very, we can go for spiritual development, because Nitai doesn't take our offenses. There is nobody as kind as Nityananda Prabhu. He will care, he will clean us, he will make us fit for the service of the Yugala Kishore, and we can just pray to him and try to remember him as much as possible to get his mercy, so that he will guide us in the right direction to his innermost heart, because this heart is Radha and Krishna. He has nothing else in his heart. So, thank you.
Come, picture.
So our Gurudev, Jai Shri Radhe.
Come, Gautam.
We have one hiding. Manjari here.
We have this experience, Jai Shri Radhe, my dear. Dandavat to all of you. Today is a marriage upstairs, so we are very busy. So, what we can say, what you just said about Ananga Manjari and Nityananda, we can experience some doors from here. Who is our Gurudev? Which, what Ananga Manjari, right? And in his, what to say, in his Gurudev, he is our Gurudev. So then he is also in Nityananda. There's a representative of this, of both.
Yes.
So we can be very close to this, because there is Ananga Manjari and it is Nityananda. It's one and one. So we can come very close to this explanation. We can put it in our heart that they are both protecting us and guiding us. There is Ananga Manjari and also Nityananda. We can. Who said to me that our Keshav Baba said, never ask Radhika for anything? Was it you? No? Someone told me that they had a conversation with Keshav Baba, and he said that never ask Radhika for anything, because we are the servant of Radhika. We cannot ask for any material thing. And but Nityananda and Ananga Manjari, we cannot.
Yeah.
They are not different, but also different.
Yes, Nityananda is so merciful. Tarun Baba was saying in the beginning, mentioning the story of Jagai and Madai, who are if this story you can say where you can find also some other place, but I recently saw it in the introduction of Srimad Bhagavatam, because I was looking for one line that Gurudev was always referencing. And they were like the most brutal criminals that you can imagine. Like, they did the worst things, anything bad, murdering and using the women and taking alcohol always. Like, even you said that they beat Nityananda, they throw him with stones, that he's bleeding and everything.
Big mafiosi.
Yes, and they are like the worst kind of people that you can imagine. Are the Jagai and Madai. And Nityananda gives them mercy. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu want to kill them for this, he said, no, you came here to give prema to everyone. So you have to give them also. And they were just mistakenly doing some mistake. You have to give them like mercy. And there's one line in Chaitanya Caritamrita that says, this I heard from one devotee of Narayan Maharaj, a very nice Vaishnava that inspired me very much. There is this line in the Chaitanya Charitamrita that I am worse than Chagai and Madai, and lowest than they are. And he said, but I can read this and try to meditate on this, but honestly, if I am honest, I don't think I am worse than Chagai and Madai, because they are so bad. And I'm a vegetarian, and I try to serve to Vaishnava. I try to be kind and loving and remember and chant and this and that. And how can I actually honestly feel like I am worse than this worst of criminals? And he said very nicely that the point is not what they are what they were doing, but what they did as soon as they got the mercy of Nitai. They changed like this, and they changed completely, totally everything that they were doing. And I know Gurudev so long. I know I have the mercy in my life. I have everything. And still, I'm not changing. Still, I do these things that are not helpful for my development. Still, I choose to be a rascal. And this is also so nice example of how merciful Nitai is, that he gives so much mercy to anyone. So it's our big fortune in our life that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nitai appear, because without them, we have no chance for this goal that we were speaking about, Unnat Ujjvala Rasa, serving to Radha Mohan in the mood of a maidservant, which is too high. And only one more thing I want to say. I think Anna is looking at the clock.
Yeah, no,
because
all good.
We were saying that we do until 6 o'clock today. And then at maybe 2 minutes before 6 o'clock, one very big man wearing blue came into this room, who is now sitting here. And Nityananda is also huge, big man wearing blue, giving so much mercy. And now he sent this expansion to give us more mercy, to not stop to talk about it. Don't stop this topic. More. So thank you for everyone for giving chance to share something, and forgive us if we make any mistake.
Yes, please.
Radhe Radhe. Jai Nitai.
Jai Nitai.
Jai Nitai. There is was too?
No, you can speak.
You speak about the marriage up here?
We said
Little, we
there
said
is
there's,
a
but you can say how it was. You were there.
They're still going on,
Yes.
and they are very beautiful. It's
You have to say who.
they are in same age like me, so very young couple. And I think it's especially for the Vedic ceremony coming, yeah, right? And I think 5 days before they didn't know about this,
Yeah.
that they will do this. But then
Nitai Mercy came.
in form of Gurudev, so he inspired, or they inspired them to do this puja in the temple. And so they went the day after they noticed this, that they really like it. They went to Jaipur and make a big shopping tour to get a nice dress or sari and everything nice. This cup, you know this?
Turban and kurta.
Turban, everything. And so they came back.
rings.
New rings, everything.
Because they are actually already married.
43. They're
42,
married
42.
years.
Lifelong together
It's the-
couple.
Parents of Sadhvi.
Sadhvi and Mahatma.
Yes. And he was asking her, will you marry me here?
Again.
And she was very impressed by this question. Yes, like this. So, and now today it has happened that the priest is here, that they make big ceremony, all with henna and beautiful, and they make all new decorations, the temple, right?
Yes.
It's very amazing that
Prasadam.
my God, the big prasadam in the front, everything is so beautiful. So we celebrate every day, big party here.
But it's nice story. This point is also that this is the parents of Sadhvi. They came to meet because Sadhvi and Mahatma are two devotees from the United States, and they moved to Vrindavan 4 months ago, and they got a little baby here, Ram Kripa, Rose, and now the parents of Sadhvi came to meet the little grandchild, and his father was sitting in Gurudev's room, and Gurudev said to him, you know what I think? I think you should make a wedding ceremony here if you are here. And first he said, no. I am, this is Sadhvi.
Sadhvi was the baby. I made this photo. Very sweet. Got the baby here in Vrindavan.
Yes, so first no. And then some lila happened that Gurudev said, when Sadhvi come into the room, Gurudev said to Sadhvi, oh, your papa is so inspired. He wants to get married again. And when she is so, really so nice, yes, let's do this, then he could not say no anymore. And all of this nice thing happens just, again, as an example of without me even wanting this, Gurudev, Nitai will give all the mercy. So now they are there making this nice ceremony in front of Radha Mohan, getting the blessings for their marriage. And they are also doing so much nice seva with the prasadam and the decoration and making party for all the Vaishnavas. So everybody has this nice feeling there. And Gurudev said that this is the best samskara that we can make in this life to make happy to Vaishnavas, to serve them. So
you can see how Nityananda is involved in this.
And this is, he said, everything you leave behind when you leave this body, but this you will take with you if you make happy to Vaishnavas.
Ram Nam Satya Hai.
Radhe Radhe Govinda